Welcome back to Jack's Tears. I am Jack, and for this video, we are moving away from my established pattern of ranking things to do with The Walking Dead because I found a fun one that I'd want to do. Um, it's the entire MCU, it's the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe. I'm sure this has been done to death a million times, but I'm a fan of the MCU. I have been for a long time. Um, I love a lot of it. I dislike a lot of it. And as much of an oppressive tyrant the MCU is, I do get excited when a new project comes out. So I want to rank them. Very simply, from S down to D, my favourite down to bad, but there is also a never watched tier here. And I do have some that will go into this category. So let's start. I think this might be in order. I think this might be in order of did it? This can't be, can it? I think it might be. This is an order of when they came out. Um, I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, let's crack on with number one. Number one is Iron Man, the first Iron Man movie, 2008. It's where everything started. It's not my favourite. It's not a movie that I've watched over and over again. I've seen it a couple of times. My immediate thought is A. I'm going to put it in A. I think a lot of people would put it in S. I'm reserving, I think, for what it represents to this franchise and the genre, it probably does deserve to go in S, but I'm reserving S for my favourites. The Incredible Hulk, B or C. I think this is a movie I've only ever seen once. Um, it hasn't lasted with me. I remember Edward Norton being pretty good in it. I'm going to put it in B. It might go down. Then we have Iron Man 2. Iron, oh, Iron Man 2 is. It's a bad movie. Honestly, it's a bad film. I don't really need to explain this. It's not good. Thor. Next up in phase one, we've got Thor. I might have an unpopular opinion in saying that I can't remember when phase two starts. Is it after the Avengers? But I think, apart from Iron Man, I think the phase one movies are pretty boring in general. Um, I don't think they're amazing. I think they're serviceable. I think they're fun enough. It's a good establishing of each character, but I don't think they're great. I do think The Avengers is great. I'm not sure if I would consider it S tier. No, I'm wrong. It is an S tier film. I've watched, like many people have, I have watched this movie multiple times. I'm always entertained by it. It was one of a kind in 2012 when it came out. It's got to be S tier. Iron Man 3, I think, is a B tier film. There's a lot going. Uh, there's a lot going on in this film. There's a lot going for it. I don't think it quite sticks the landing. I think the big reveal about the Mandarin's sloppy. Not terrible, but it is sloppy. Um, I liked I liked that a lot of this movie was just an exploration on Tony Stark's character. Although again, I don't think it stuck the landing very much. But that's where I'll put it. Thor two. Thor two is terrible. We don't need to go into it. Mainly because we've got a lot more to get through. On the other end of the scale, Captain America: The Winter Soldier. This film is fantastic, and I think this film really starts an amazing run for the MCU. Generally, from this film up until, I guess, Infinity War and Endgame, absolutely amazing. And we're just we're, we're getting. It's the same with this one, Guardians of the Galaxy. Um, I'd be hard pressed to put that any lower. The run of these three films is actually kind of incredible when you think about it. But perhaps to top it all off, Netflix's Daredevil. That's going up there. I don't think the Netflix shows at the time. I guess they were canon to the MCU, but they were separate. There was a couple of small links, so they could include them if they wanted, but it was distanced enough from the films and the other TV shows where if they wanted to keep them separate, they could. But I think Daredevil is, especially season one, is the single best thing Marvel have ever produced for TV or film. Maybe is that an unpopular opinion? I have no idea. I think Daredevil is an amazing show. Age of Ultron. It's not great. I do have a bit of a soft spot for Age of Ultron. Um, it is a jumbled mess of a film. It really is. I have a bit of a soft spot for it, but I can recognise its flaws. Next up, we have Ant Man, a charming film. Ant Man, I think. Um, yeah, I might put that up here with Iron Man. I don't know if anyone expected Ant Man to do well. I certainly most. I don't think most people had heard of the Ant Man character, and I remember when they were, gearing up to release it, it was the butt of some jokes. Um, but it turned out surprisingly well, and it was a really fun film. I don't think any of the other Ant Man movies or even appearances have kind of made up beat it necessarily. But that first film was great. Jessica Jones, season one. Um, yeah, I'm gonna put that in A tier. I'm gonna put that in A tier, season one. However, it does have an S tier villain. If I could put Kilgrave in the S tier by himself, I would. This Wilson Fisk Kingpin is amazing. I think Kilgrave is the single most scariest villain, and possibly downright evil villain the MCU's ever had. Next up, Daredevil season two. The introduction of the Punisher. Introduction of Elektra. I don't think it's quite as good as season one. I think I'd put it there. Next up is Civil War, Captain America Civil War. Possibly my favourite MCU film. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna put it. Um, I'm gonna put it next to its prequel, I guess. Civil War. I remember the hype of Spider-Man so well. Um, I felt it. I was all in on it. Peak MCU for me. Just fucking phenomenal. Ooh, next up we got Luke Cage. Do I remember Luke Cage? I remember Mahershala Ali being the villain, but he dies quite early on, and him being replaced by a very, in comparison, of a much more bland villain. I remember season two being better. I don't think it's. Hmm, I might put it there. I liked it. Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange. I think it's a fun film. Doctor Strange. Actually, I think I prefer it over the Hulk. I don't think I prefer it over Iron Man 3. I could be wrong about that. I'm not sure. I'll think about that one. Iron Fist. Fucking hell. Yeah. Netflix really fumbled Iron Fist, didn't they? Um, season 2 was better, but yeah, the less said about the show, the better. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I'm going to put that above Ant-Man behind Daredevil Season 2. I really enjoy Guardians 2. I think it's the weakest of the three of them. But I still think it's a very fun film. It's always great seeing Kurt Russell and things. Spider-Man Homecoming. In my opinion, the best Spider-Man film. I know people love Spider-Man 2, the one with Tobey Maguire, but this film was everything I wanted out of a Spider-Man film, and I got it. The Defenders. The Defenders had its moments. It did. But I don't think it was quite as good as they could have done it. I think it's better than Luke Cage, season 1. I don't think it's that great. Thor Ragnarok, I think, is an A+ film. I think it's better than Daredevil. I think it's better than Iron Man. Great film. The dynamic with him and the Hulk, Jeff Goldblum's in it, Carl Urban's in it. He's beholding his stuff. Just a really fun film and the right direction for that character. They kind of ruined it with the fourth one, but well, whatever. Next up's The Punisher. I don't really remember what happens in this show. I remember enjoying it. I remember feeling that there wasn't enough Punisherness in it, which is a bit silly. I think I'd put it in B, above the Hulk. Yeah. Black Panther. Well, here I might have an unpopular opinion. I like Black Panther. I understand why people love Black Panther. In terms of representation in the biggest movie franchise of all time, maybe not including Star Wars, but like the second biggest movie franchise of all time, I understand why this film is important. I think the heart of the story is very good. You know, I don't know what the word is. A jilted heir, a jilted heir to the throne. The hate for colonization. I totally understand that part, and it's genuinely a very good plot. I just think it's sort of bland, and that sounds really horrible to say. I think the end fight scene is awful. Um, no, bland's not the right word. It's not a bland film. I just don't think it's. Quite simply, I just don't think it's as good as a bunch of these. Um, I'm going to put Black Panther in the top of B. B for Black Panther. But I do understand why people love it. Jessica Jones Season 2. I did watch Season 2. I don't think I watched Season 3. I do not remember what happens in Season 2. I'm going to be honest. I don't remember anything about it. I have watched it, but I might as well put it there. I just don't remember. What happened in Season 2? Kilgrave's not in it, is he? I don't remember a villain. I know, if I remember correctly, it explores her childhood more. but in what ways I don't know. So I'm going to put Jessica Jones season 2 in the never watched tier, with the caveat of I have watched it, I just don't remember what it was about, so I might as well not have watched it. Ooh, Infinity War. It's going up there. It's going near the top. How they got this movie to be as good as it was is kind of a miracle. Um, they stuck the landing when it came to Thanos. Um, a movie featuring such heavy crossover was paced really well. All of the stories were given time to breathe with all the different character groupings going on. Just it was. I'm going to say it was a marvel of filmmaking. I don't mean that pun intended. Just given how big a scope this franchise is, this movie turning out as well as it did is kind of a miracle. Luke Cage season 2. That's the season with Bushmaster. Was that his name? Bushwhacker. I remember the fight scene with him, Bushmaster, and Luke Cage to a Wu Tang song, and I really loved it. It's much better than season 1. Sorry, I think I'm going to put it there. Ant-Man and the Wasp. I kind of feel like is a bit of a forgotten MCU film. Um, it's enjoyable. Walton Goggins is in it. Walton Goggins is great in everything. Lawrence Fishburne is in it playing. Is he playing Wonder Man? He's playing something. Uh, it's a little bit forgettable, but it's fun. Um, I think I'll put it down here above the Hulk. Iron Fist season 2. It's better than Iron Fist season 1, but not very much. I'm going to put it there. Daredevil season 3. Yeah, I mean, it's going next to Daredevil season 1. Also, these posters are fantastic. Uh, it's just more like season 1, phenomenal. Season 2 was half phenomenal. The half with the Punisher stuff, the other half with the Elektra Hand Clan stuff was not as good. But season 3 brought it right back to the top for me. Such is the trajectory of Daredevil franchise for me. So, Punisher season 2. I never watched it. I I have watched the first episode, and every week there was a new episode. I kept telling myself, "Oh, I'll watch it later," or "I'll watch it when it's all finished." Um, and I never got around to it. And I was just told it wasn't very good, so I kind of just didn't bother. Maybe I will now because they've brought uh, Frank Castle back, John Bernthal back. So who knows? Captain Marvel. If you got upset with what I said about Black Panther being kind of bland, um, don't worry. It's completely overshadowed by this bland mess. Yeah, I don't think it's terrible. No, I kind of do think it's bad. Better than that. Better than that. I don't think Captain Marvel's any good. I prefer the sequel. I like Captain Marvel as a character. I think she's cool in Endgame. I think she's fine in the Marvels. But yeah, this film is just somehow it made $1 billion. Excuse me. Endgame. Endgame's not as good as um, Infinity War. Um, it's a bit more choppy. The pacing isn't as good. It's a bit. It's a bit more of a quote unquote mess. But I do think it starts and it ends very well. Um, I think it's a high B. I'm going to put it above. No, it's an A. I'm lying to myself. Jessica Jones season 3, never watched. It'd be weird if I hadn't watched season 2, but I had watched season 3. Spider-Man: Far From Home. I really, really like this film. um, I think it's fantastic. I'm putting it there. I really like Spider-Man's European vacation. There's just something about Far From Home that I really do like. I'm not even sure what it is, really. I don't know if I could put it into words. Possibly. Jake Gyllenhaal's fantastic in it. Some of the weird Vision stuff's great in it. And I think some of the weird Vision stuff is better in Far From Home than it is in Doctor Strange. WandaVision. WandaVision was great. I really liked it at the time. I'm going to put it. I'm going to put it above Far From Home. Daredevil season 2. Yeah, I'm going to put it there. Really enjoyed that show. Really charming, really fun, really interesting to watch. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Oh my god, I forgot about that show. Well, that's kind of forgettable, really, isn't it? I like. I like them. I don't know if I really cared about the show too much. I don't really remember what happened in it. I remember Sam giving quite an awkwardly written speech at the end, sort of, condemning racists, which, should be done. I just don't think this was written very well. It felt very unaligned, let's say. I don't think it was bad. I don't remember it being bad, so I don't think I'll put it in bad. I think I'm going to put it there. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Loki. I didn't see season 2, but season 1 I quite enjoyed. I thought it was all right. In fact, I thought it was really fun. I'm sort of downplaying how I felt about it. Better than Luke Cage. I don't think it was better than the first season of The Punisher. Black Widow. Look, Black Widow gave us Florence Pugh in the MCU. For that alone, it might as well put it in S tier. And David Harbour, actually. David Harbour's fantastic. But it's a bad film, innit? It's not good. And it's a shame, too, because, Black Widow dies in Endgame. And then they say, oh, we're going to do a prequel film, standalone film for Black Widow. It's going to be set in the past. And this is going to be her swan song. And it just got fucked over, really. What If? I have never seen an episode of What If. I'm not a cartoon person, an animated person. I did intend to watch it, actually. I intended to try it, but never got around to it. I'll give it a go one day. I will. Shang-Chi. It's a fun film. I like Shang-Chi. I hope he's in future films. I think he is in the new Avengers films, isn't he? Because I'd like to see more of him. I'm going to put him there. The Eternals. You suck. I mean, the Eternals really sucked. I used to support a lad in his day-to-day life, and he used to go to the cinema 4 times a week to watch films, and it was a fun part of the job, apart from the time we had to see the Eternals right at the front of a cinema. It hurt my neck, and I had to watch the Eternals. Next up is something that I really, really like, and it's Hawkeye. This season gave us Haley Steinfeld in the MCU and continued Florence Pugh being in the MCU. I really liked this show, and in fact, I've been meaning to watch it again, but I haven't. But I really liked it, and I actually think it's a bit underrated. I'm tempted to put it in A. Yeah, I am. I'm going to keep it there. Spider-Man: No Way Home. I'm just going to put it one below Far From Home. Um, Look, it was great seeing Andrew Garfield. It was great seeing Tobey Maguire. Genuine shock. I, I, I mean, I figured they were going to be in it, but you never knew. Or I never knew until I saw it. Um, it's one of those reactions in the cinema that it's different for cinema. From in the UK, if you're in a cinema, you be quiet. Don't react. Don't fucking clap. I kind of gather American cinemas are a bit different. They're a bit more reactive. In the UK, you sit there and you watch the film, and if you're reacting silently or quietly to the person next to you. Um, Andrew Garfield showing up. I think he shows up before Toby. There was an audible gasp and a smattering of "yay," and it was a very nice moment. Um, yeah, really fun. I don't have anything bad to say about that film. Well, other than you can tell the COVIDness in it. You can tell it was filmed during COVID. Oh, Moon Knight, Moon Knight, Moon Knight. Interesting. Moon Knight was fun. It was nice to see Moon Knight on the big, onto the big screen. It was on. Uh, Nice to see him. I don't really know where to put him though. Like, hmm, somewhere in B. I think along the lines of the Punisher and Loki fits. I enjoyed it more than Luke Cage. Yeah, I don't think I enjoyed it more than Loki. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Multiverse of Madness. I think it's a bad film. Uh, I think it was quite a disappointing film. I don't know if anyone wanted to see Wanda as the villain, and I don't think she was a particularly well written villain either. Miss Marvel, the TV show, I thought was quite charming. I don't think it was amazing, but I thought it was quite charming. I'm going to put it above Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Thor: Love and Thunder. Yeah, you suck. Uh, to me, Thor: Love and Thunder felt like a parody of Thor: Ragnarok. Do you remember in the 2000s when they used to make those parody films? Disaster movie, um, Meet the Spartans was one. Superhero movie was that one. They were just really bad comedy rip-offs. That's what Thor: Love and Thunder felt to me. Taika Waititi felt like he went a bit meta with it, to be honest. I Am Groot. I've never seen. She-Hulk. Unfortunately, I did see. There was some good stuff in She-Hulk. I will admit. Um, I'd put it there. I don't think it was great. Werewolf by Night. Oh, I forgot that existed. Damn, I should watch this. I need to watch it. I forgot it existed, and I've wanted to watch it since it came out, and I just haven't. I'm gonna watch that tonight. Mark my words, everybody who's watching this. As I'm recording this now, uh, the 11th of September, 2025. I'm gonna watch this. Wakanda Forever. This is a this film suffered. Obviously, unfortunately, Chadwick Boseman, the Black Panther, passed away before this film. I thought they dealt with it quite well. Um, I thought, they did what they had to do, which was probably really hard. Um, Shout out to Ryan Coogler. I think he's an amazing director. Um, Sinners blew me away. as it blew a lot of people away. Wakanda Forever, I don't really remember what happens in it. I remember being quite excited to see Namor, the Submariner. I don't remember what happens in it, I've got to say, but I remember quite liking it. I'm just going to put it in C. I remember enough to where I remembered I liked it, but I didn't find it that amazing. The Guardians Holiday Special, the one where Drax and Mantis kidnap Kevin Bacon. That's great. Um, it's fun. It's fine. It's cute. It's, it's fun. It's fine. It's cute. I'm just going to show it there. Quantumania. What a bad film. Fucking hell. It took me a few years to watch that, and I watched it in drips and drabs. I really struggled to watch and to get through that. Um, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is going to S tier. The see by from James Gunn in the MCU, and he fucking nailed it. Particularly in a period of the MCU that has been in such a slump. This movie is a bit of a shining beacon. I think it's better than better than Homecoming. I prefer it to the Avengers. I think it's a better film than the first one, but that's possibly because we know and love these characters at this point. So I'm going to leave it like that. Secret Invasion, I only watched three episodes. I'm not going to really count it. I'm going to be honest. It was bad. It's going to be down here anyway. So you know what? I'll put it in there. I've seen some of it. I don't know how long the season was. It can't have been that long, could it? MCU, Secret Invasion. How big was the season? How many episodes? 6. So I reckon I've seen about half of them. It's hard to say that's enough. I Am Groot Season 2. Never seen it. Loki Season 2. Never seen it. Unfortunately, it's one of those ones I might get around to one day. But I know what happens at the end of it. I've seen clips. I've read about it. I've talked about it with friends. The Marvels. A really big box office bomb. But I think it's a decent film. I think it's better than. I'm not going to put it any higher. It's not better than these. It's smack bang in the average of the middle of the whole franchise. Excuse me. What If? I have not seen. Echo was very bland. It's better than Iron Fist. I liked the idea of Echo. It was nice to see Kingpin again. X-Men 97, I haven't seen. I really want to watch X-Men 97, and I don't know why I've not watched it. I used to love the X-Men animated series when I was a child, as probably lots of people who are watching this did. Yeah. Remind myself to watch it. Deadpool and Wolverine. I don't think it's amazing. I really enjoyed it. It was. I was going to say it's a thrill ride. I don't know if it is a thrill ride. It's more of just a this is entertaining. You know, I think it's a B film. I think I'd put it up here. Agatha All Along. Good show. I'd put it up here. What If Season 3? Didn't know they made 3 of them. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, I think this is called. Never seen it. Captain America Brave New World is real bad. Daredevil Born Again. Interesting. I thought Born Again was a good successor to these. I don't think it was as good. If I had to rank these 4 Daredevil seasons, I think it would be number 4, but I did really enjoy it. I think it's like a B-ish. I'm going to put it there. Thunderbolts. I thought Thunderbolts was great. I might put Thunderbolts there. Ironheart, I haven't seen. And finally, we come to Fantastic Four: First Steps. I've seen this once. It's not long been out. It's probably been out for about 2 months now. I've seen it once. Haven't seen it again. But I will watch it again, which I guess is a good sign in itself. Good sign in and of itself. And I did actually rather enjoy it. I might put it next to Deadpool and Wolverine. And there we have it, I suppose. My MCU tier rankings. I guess you can discount the never watched column. A couple of them I do really want to watch. I might get around to something like Ironheart and Loki Season 2 eventually. But Werewolf by Night, X-Men 97, and even some What Ifs I should probably watch. But there we have it. I'm interested to know if anyone has any strong opinions about this. I mean, it's a superhero fan base. Everyone's got strong opinions about it. And these are my own strong opinions about it. So there we have it. Thank you very much if you've watched this video. I'm Jack of Jack's Tears, and I wish you all a good day. Thank you.